Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Jacob back here for the JTwoH channel, and man of my word, we're going to get to part 2. If you're not familiar, if this is the first video I've ever watched of mine, I got busy during January through April. I always do with my line of work, and I got super far behind on media pickups. I usually do one video for media pickups is about 10 titles. I am doing 2 double port videos because I'm that far behind. So I just did part 1, which had 19 titles. This is part 2 with 20 titles. So yeah, let's get into it. We've got stuff. We're starting to get caught up all the way to the bottom of the stack. I just got in the mail yesterday. So after this, we're all the way caught up. But we've got stuff spanning, I think, all the way back to February. February, March. So yeah, so if this airs in June, it seems like pretty far behind. So the first 4 titles are continuing from the last conversation we had about the Disney Movie Club, so the DMC closing and getting all the exclusives I've dragged my feet on, and FOMO purchases and stuff like that. So I got the 3 that for me were FOMO. These ones were always in my wish list. I was always going to grab them, and yeah, so we'll go right into them. So we have some childhood favorites in mind. I remember, watching these, renting the videotapes from my local Family Video, and hold on just a second. Multiple times over. Like I just actually, those are all open because I rewatched them with my son and my family, and we had a blast with them, and they were so familiar, like things I don't remembering until you watch it again, type thing. So we have the Love Bug there, Disney movie exclusive. What is this? The 45th anniversary with the slipcover, which I didn't expect. We have Herbie Rides Again, which is the 40th anniversary. Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo. And Herbie Goes Bananas. So all 4 Herbie films. Now, there's actually 6, but 1 isn't available on Blu-ray or DVD. What are you doing, Disney? It's the best one. There are 5 Herbie films available on Blu-ray. 5 are Disney Movie Club exclusives. I had all 5 in my cart, and then, like, the unimaginable happened. While it was in my cart, it went out of stock. It went out of stock. This title that I personally is again, I always considered it my least favorite until I rewatched them. I'm here to tell you it's no longer my least favorite. Goes Bananas is. But I had Herbie Fully Loaded in my cart with the others, and I went to make a purchase, double-checked with the wife. She wanted the pacifier, go to grab the pacifier, and it went out of stock, like, within seconds. And again, a title, like, people didn't want. It was always on there. It was always on sale. It went out of print, out of stock, Disney Movie Club exclusive. Good luck getting your hands on it. So I was upset, very upset that I couldn't get my hands on Herbie Fully Loaded. So I've got the 4. I've got the core 4. The 5th movie, which is my favorite, which is the 1997's Disney's The Love Bug, isn't available on DVD or Blu-ray, so I've made peace with that. But that Herbie Fully Loaded, stuff happens, I know, but that was a bummer. It was a big time bummer. And then continuing with the Disney Movie Club, this is still a Disney Movie Club title, but it is not the same package. This came a couple weeks later, as it was a pre-order. So we have the Aliens, the 4K with that great slip. This is available for the first time ever on 4K. So now we have Aliens 1, or Aliens, and then Prometheus, Covenant. I think that's all of them that are available on 4K. So we need 3 and 4 and the Predator vs. Alien movies. So we're getting there. But yeah, the James Cameron film. This came out with the trilogy of James Cameron films available now on 4K, which are Aliens, The Abyss, and True Lies. The only one I needed was Aliens. Never seen True Lies, never seen The Abyss. Speaking of films I've never watched, and a sequel, I've watched the first 2 movies of this. They're fantastic. Well, fantastic is a stretch. They're really good 90s horror slasher films. 90s? Late 80s? One of the two. This is a straight-to-DVD sequel, now has the Blu-ray release for the first time ever. I'll Always Know What You Did this last summer. I'll Always Know What You Did last summer on Blu-ray. Does it tell you what year? 2006. I haven't heard anything about this, good or bad, so I'm assuming that's a bad sign. But I'm interested. I watched the first two. Got to have all three in my collection. Bought this on Blu-ray because I highly doubt this will ever get a 4K. I'll watch it to see if it's even worth upgrading at some point, maybe in October. Next up, a film I actually missed out on getting a review copy of. It's not a film, I'm sorry. It's a television show. One of my favorites. Missed out barely on getting a review copy for it, so grabbed the Blu-ray to add to the collection. Rick and Morty Season 7. Still going strong. This is the first post-Justin Roiland season, which, again, people tend to have an issue with things, and they have their opinions, and that's fine. I don't think they missed a beat. I don't think they ever have. I'm on board. You can't even tell a difference with the voices. It's whatever. I enjoy Rick and Morty, so I'm not here for the Rick and Morty hate. I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm not gonna comment on TV Time about like, oh, this was like written by AI, or oh my, the voice, they're terrible. No, I'm here for the good, and Rick and Morty Season 7 is good. Another TV show. This one's really, like, this is an anime, but it's one of my favorites. Actually, my wife and I's favorite. We watched it together. We just watched the movie recently. So we have Spy Family Season 1 Part 2. Gotta get that sticker off there. But, man, it's like, it's stupid bright. Hold on. Is that better? So we have Season 1 Part 2. They've been up to, I think they have half of Season 2 out or all of Season 2 out, but the anime Blu-rays take forever to come out, so I was very excited to grab this and add it to the collection. Alright, so, again, story time, but briefly. My patience paid off, so I got a phone call during the middle of a day from my friend Rick over at what used to be the Down to Movie channel. See, now it looks dark. I don't understand. And he said, hey, do you have Disney Movie Insider points? And I said, yeah, I have quite a few. He's like, Herbie Fully Loaded is on Blu-ray, in stock, Disney Movie Club exclusive, on Disney Movie Insider. And I've never typed in a URL so fast, logged in. I'm turning this up. This is going to drive me nuts. Sorry, guys. And I grabbed it. I was so happy, despite the fact that I'm not even a huge fan of this movie. I've since watched it, and it is worth watching and owning. We have Herbie Fully Loaded on Blu-ray, Disney Movie Club exclusive. I didn't think it was going to happen once it went out of stock, especially because it's it wasn't a well-loved film. The Herbie movies aren't. Some of them, if not all of them, have subsequently went out of stock, but this went out of stock weirdly fast. I don't know if it was a low stock or whatever, and maybe it's because they took a bunch of the stock and gave it to the insiders for points, but man, such a good use of my points, and I'm ecstatic. I absolutely love this. That I have it. The movie is okay. So the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 titles. So really it was 6, but one of them must not have been a Blu-ray or 4K physical media. The next 5 items are from Target's most recent, which I believe was it the last week of March, maybe? The most recent buy 2 get 1 sale. So these were, buy 2 get 1, so about a 33% discount. We have the 3rd season of The Boys, one of my favorite television shows on TV right now. I'm absolutely thrilled these are getting physical releases. I wish I could say the same about Invincible, which is probably my current favorite TV show airing on Amazon Prime, like The Boys, but The Boys Season 3, such a great show. Gritty and crazy and just everything you want in a show, and it's awesome. I'm happy to have all 3 seasons. Shrek the Third on physical 4K. Now I think I don't know if I mentioned it in this this video, but I maybe mentioned it in part 1, is how important real estate is on my media shelf. This is a contradictor because I am getting rid of this god awful set. I don't know if you can see it. Shrek right here. Shrek the Complete Story has all 4 films and Puss in Boots on Blu-ray. and some others, some special features, etc. And then Shrek the Musical, which I hated, and I don't want it on my shelf. But they released all 3 of these. The first Puss in Boots, the second Puss in Boots, which wasn't on the original set. We're waiting on the 4th, which was just announced for June. So buying all these on 4K and getting rid of that Blu-ray because I don't want that musical on my shelf anymore. Plus, if you've been watching the channel for any length of time, I want these in the best physical format. The lighting in here is driving me nuts. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Another upgrade, Megan on 4K. I had the Blu-ray sent to me for a review copy. Really liked this film, and this had a 4K. The 4K released later. Wasn't that I didn't get the 4K. It came out significantly later from Universal, so I went ahead and upgraded it as soon as I could. Speaking of, I'll always Know What You Did Last Summer. I grabbed the 4K of I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, which is the sequel. Not as good as the first one. Hopefully better than the third one, but hopefully better than the third one. Maybe the third one's fantastic. I don't know. I watched it, so now I have the first 2 on Blu-ray or 4K, and the third one on Blu-ray. So neat there. And last up, one of my favorite films of the year. Super bummed this didn't come with a slipcover. I really wish it would have. We've got Oppenheimer on 4K. Fantastic movie. One of only 2 movies I gave 5 stars in 2023. The other one was Iron Claw, which I also have, but I got that for a review title. Oppenheimer on 4K. Fantastic movie. Came out on my actual birthday, so it was really cool. I got to watch that with the wife in the theaters. And the rest of the video, we're 12 minutes in, the rest of the video is all 4K Steelbooks, which is 4K Steelbooks? Yeah, 4K Steelbooks, which is wild because I don't consider myself a Steelbook collector. I'm a physical media collector. If it's to save space, or if it's the only way to get the Steelbook, or there was a fantastic sale, I will buy it on Steelbook. The only other times is if it's a really, really special movie, or just a fantastic movie like Spider-Man No Way Home. I have on 4K because it was such a fantastic movie. Loved it. There's a few other exceptions where I have the Steelbook, but mostly it's because it was either the only like format available, or I got a sweet deal on it. That's pretty much it. And this is an exception because I absolutely love this Steelbook. I love this artwork so much. I don't believe I had any of these before in my collection. So we have the Mondo Steelbook of the Avengers, which is a Walmart exclusive. I'll always have that damn Walmart logo on there, which is fine, I guess. But I loved this artwork. When I saw this, I was like, man, is it worth upgrading to me? I had an original Avengers 4K release with the slip, great condition, and I sold it, and I essentially broke even. Maybe I will pop this out and get the code to sell, but it doesn't go for enough to warrant opening it without watching it. So yeah, I love this artwork. I think it's great. And the other 4 that are available are Black Panther, Doctor Strange, and the first Guardians movie, which I have already on 4K Steelbook. Weirdly enough, I think I got a fantastic deal on it when Best Buy was having crazy sales back then. So awesome addition to the collection. Love that artwork so much. This next item this was from a 4K Steelbook haul. No. It was a Facebook haul. It was all Steelbooks. There were 6 of them, and I bought this, flipped everything else to try to pay for the lot. Got this because it wouldn't have cost me nearly anything. I think if I didn't make money on the deal, I broke even. But I saved, and it sounds weird, I bought 6 Steelbooks, well worth over $100 to save 1 shelf space. But I did it. I condensed 2 spots into 1 with this Expendables 1 through 4 4K set. Expendables 1 is an awesome movie. Expendables 2 is really good. Expendables 3 is okay, watchable. Expendables 4 is dog shit. I had the 4K of the 4th movie sent to me by Lionsgate. I had already owned the first 3 on that set, so I went ahead and grabbed this. It saves me a shelf space. I will open this at some point, get rid of the code, but again, the code's not going to go for a ton of money. It doesn't really matter. It saves me a shelf space. You know, yeah, it's gonna look like that on my shelf, but oh well. Like the first two are great. I want to own those on 4K, and I'm a completionist. Just have them all like this. It's fantastic. If they make a fifth movie, we'll see. We'll really see about that fifth movie, because I watched the fourth movie, unfortunately. Next four are all from the Disney Movie Club. They're all 4K Steelbooks. This is the second wave of the 4K Disney Steelbooks. The first one up is Andor on the physical 4K format. Steelbook. Again, well, Andor is a bad example because the only reason I bought Andor, it was part of the Disney Movie Club still, so it was like $15. I don't know if I would have bought Andor at full price. I wasn't a huge fan. I don't even know if I finished it, honestly. It was, it's a much different type of Star Wars show. Now, I'm not going to say it's bad. It's just, it's quite slow. It's a slow burn. It's hard to do a slow burn Star Wars story when you have the two littles, so we didn't, I just don't think it got the time of day. But Andor on 4K, and now I can rewatch it in physical 4K, so maybe it'll work out well. This next one is fantastic. Such a great show. Absolutely loved it. It's a bummer because of the four things, it's the only thing that says complete series. It doesn't have a 1 on the bottom, which is a shame because they could do so much. They should, and everyone loved it. Well, not everyone loved it. It was very good. Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. Again, look at that. Steelbook's fantastic. The artwork is fantastic. Of course, I'm such a mark for Darth Vader, and I would say everything Star Wars, but I don't think I am. Love Star Wars, don't get me wrong, but to say I'm like I'm a mark for everything MCU, I'll admit that. Not as much on the Star Wars. I watched everything. I've never watched the Bad Batch. I'm just not as, there's levels to fandom. It's just not there with me for Star Wars. But I'm a mark for Vader. I love it. Loved this. But like I said, it's a bummer. It's the only one that says complete series. But there's been talks of season 2. I don't know if those are all hype. I don't know. But anyway, I was going to say having these on physical 4K are fantastic. I'm very much supportive of that. I don't like that they're Steelbook only. I just don't. I'm glad they're on 4K, and I'm glad they're on Blu-ray. There's 2 different sets. I don't like that they're only on Steelbook. I like, you can set the higher price point, and people like myself will buy them. I get that, but like, I want a physical 4K with the slip and with a great case like all the other MCU films. Why has it got to be Steelbook? But whatever. Speaking of MCU, small spoiler, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, again on physical 4K. Loved the show. Again, big Winter Soldier mark. This is the second show. It's weird that the second show got released after I think Loki's actually the third show or fourth show in the MCU timeline. So Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like I said, big fan of that one. This one does say first season. We'll see, especially now that there's making a 4th Captain America film and scaling back a bit on the Disney Plus series, but who knows. Last but not least, we have, again, released way out of order, but really good show. I would imagine this looks great on physical 4K. We have Moon Knight. Look at that artwork. Sick artwork there. Don't let the little smudge in the... This is a weirdly wrapped, too. I don't know why, but don't let that fool you. This artwork's fantastic. Disney Movie Club exclusive. Like, just... Season 1. This one I hope really gets a season 2. I'm optimistic about that one. So, Moon Knight there on 4K. And yeah, that's it for the haul. Let's real quick we'll do the elevator and get this bread, and then I don't think there's any DVDs. That first one had a few. This one didn't have a single DVD, and like I said, a weird amount of steelbooks. But let's go. We've got whoa. Moon Knight Season 1, Falcon and the Winter Soldier Season 1, Obi-Wan the Complete Series, maybe. Andor Season 1, Expendables 1 through 4, The Expendables 1 through 4 on 4K, The Avengers on 4K Mondo Steelbook, Oppenheimer on 4K, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer in 4K, Megan in 4K, Shrek the Third, The Boys Season 3, Herbie Fully Loaded, Spy Family Season 1 Part 2, Rick and Morty Season 7, I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, Aliens on 4K, Herbie Goes Bananas, Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, Herbie Rides Again, and The Love Bug. So, what a stack. I can't even do a teaser because there's so many STEELBOOKS, but what a stack. That is part 2 of my, 40 title haul here. So, yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments, guys, about all the pickups, your thoughts on STEELBOOK versus non. And I'm not saying STEELBOOKS are bad, and I'm not saying I disparage or have anything against people who collect STEELBOOKS, but don't make me buy a STEELBOOK. I will buy your product, but I want it the way I want it. So anyway, let me know what your thoughts in the comments about anything. Aliens, Rick and Morty, Spy Family, The Boys, STEELBOOKS, Expendables 4, especially if you're going to dump on Expendables 4. Expendables 4 hate in the comments. Let's go. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to support my channel, I'll have links in the descriptions to my social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, TV Time, and Letterboxd, where I review all the TV shows and movies I watch, Blu-ray.com, and my eBay page. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on YouTube. Hey, have you liked yet? Have you subscribed yet? Have you clicked that notification bell? If you could do that, that'd be great. Right down there. Right down there. Thank you so much. Also, go ahead and check out these additional options on the channel. There should be a video, maybe a playlist, maybe one of each for you to check out so you can stay on the channel and stay informed. And also over here should be the logo. Go ahead and click that. Click sub.